In this class, we are going to discuss about DC source and their classifications. DC source can be classified based upon different criteria. Let's consider depending upon the output characteristics. Characteristics. There are two types of source. One it is ideal source and another it is practical source. Ideal source here means which can maintain constant voltage or current irrespective of change in the load is known as ideal source. The practical source, in case of practical source, the output voltage or current is maintained nearly constant with respect to change in the load. Depending upon the output required, the source may be of voltage source or the source may be of current source. Depending upon the variation in magnitude of as a function of current and voltage, the source can be of dependent source or independent source. Dependent source, the source whose output depends upon the current and voltage in any other branch of the circuit is known as dependent source, whereas the source whose output is independent of the current or voltage in any other branch of the circuit is known as independent source. Now, this is the generalized classification of DC sources. Now, in case of DC source, the source may be of ideal source and the source may be a practical source. In case of ideal, we can have ideal voltage source and ideal current source. Similarly, in practical source, we can have practical voltage source and practical current source. Now, practical and ideal here means if it is the input is V voltage of the output of the source is Vs, the load across the load the voltage VL will be equals to Vs. Whereas in case of practical source, if the output of the source is Vs, the voltage across load VL will be slightly less than Vs. Now, in case of dependent and independent source, as we can have current source and voltage source, we can have dependent current source and dependent voltage source. Similarly, we can have independent voltage source and independent current source. In case of sources, independent sources can be also classified as constant voltage source and constant current source. The source which can supply almost constant voltage is known as constant source, whereas the source which can supply almost nearly constant current is known as constant source. However, in case of dependent source, the sources can be of four types. Voltage dependent voltage source, the source whose magnitude depends upon voltage of any other branch of the circuit is known as voltage dependent voltage source, whereas the source whose output depends upon current of any other branch of the circuit is known as current dependent source. In case of voltage, in case of current source, if the output of the current source depends upon the voltage of any other branch is known as voltage dependent current source. Similarly, if for a current source whose output depends upon the current of any other branch of the network is known as current dependent current source. Here we can take an example that we are having a network. In this network there are different elements, and these elements, corresponding to these elements, suppose we are having a source, different source, and magnitude of these different source depends upon the branch of any other branch of the network, plus minus. This is the plus minus. Now, in this case, dependent source, it is represented in a diamond. Current source is always represented in a diamond with arrow. Now, the generalized representation of voltage source is, in case of voltage source, it is plus minus, whereas in case of current source, there is an arrow inside it. Now, in this case, let's consider the voltage across this resistance is Vx, the current through this resistance is Ix. Now, this is an independent source whose magnitude is independent of any other branch, but this is a dependent source. Its magnitude is Vx 2Vx. Here it is double of the voltage across this resistance. Similarly, its magnitude is 1 by 4 of Ix. Ix means here it is 1/4 of the current of this branch, and hence this is a dependent current source, this is a dependent voltage source. Since the output of this source depends upon voltage of this branch, then it is known as voltage dependent voltage source. And since output of this source depends upon the current of this branch, then it is known as current dependent current source. If its output depends upon the current, then it will become a current dependent current source. If this voltage source, if its output depends upon the voltage, let us consider Vx, then it will become a voltage dependent current source. Now, considering the ideal classification of voltage and current source, in case of ideal voltage source, the source which has an internal resistance as 0. Now, this is the representation of voltage source. Let the internal resistance of the source is R in, because this is an ideal source, and hence R in is equal to 0. If some load is connected across this voltage source, then the voltage VL must equals to Vs if it is an ideal source, and if it will be ideal when internal resistance is 0, and since internal resistance is 0, there will be no voltage drop in this path, and hence the total voltage generated by the source and developed by the source will appear across the load, and hence this is known as a constant or ideal voltage source. This remains irrespective of change in the load resistance, constant. Now, the ideal current source which has an internal resistance as infinity. In this case, current source, the internal resistance is represented in parallel, and now if the internal resistance of this path is infinity, the current supplied by the source is Is, it will be totally passing through this path only. Now, and hence we can say Is must equal to IL if it is a ideal source, because in this internal path of resistance the current flowing is 0, and hence it will be constant with irrespective of change in load from 1 to 100 times. That is why it is known as ideal current source. But in practical system, no source is ideal source, and hence we can have as better as source voltage source whose internal resistance is very low, but it can never be 0. However, similarly for current source, we can have a source whose internal resistance is very high but cannot be infinity. Now this is the graphical representation of voltage source and current source, constant voltage source and constant current source. In case of current source, there is an arrow in a circle, whereas in case of voltage source, there is a plus minus in a circle. Now considering the practical and constant voltage source, as we consider no source is ideal, and hence it will be practical, and in case of practical the internal resistance may be as low as possible but not 0, and hence when load is connected across this circuit, some voltage drop will take place across this internal resistance as well, and that voltage drop is, let's consider, delta V. Now in this circuit, in order to prove that the output voltage is nearly constant, let me consider the voltage of the source is Vs, and the internal resistance of the source is 0.01 ohm, and load varies from 10 ohm to 100 ohm 10 times, and hence we can find out the voltage across the load RL. Now in order to find voltage across RL, we have to calculate the current of this circuit and then voltage drop in this path in this element, and by subtracting this voltage drop from the total voltage, then we can easily calculate the voltage across the load. Here it will be 5 volt. From 5 volt, if we can subtract this drop is 5 upon 10.01, since the total resistance of this path is 10 plus 0.01, and hence it is 10.01, and voltage divided by this resistance, then will be the current. If this component is current, and multiplying with this internal resistance, then it will be the voltage drop in the internal resistance. Subtracting from the total voltage of the source is 5 volt, and then if the voltage across the load will be 4.995 volt if load resistance is 10 ohm. Now if we are changing the load resistance from 10 ohm to 50 ohm, then the output will be voltage across the load will be, this is the current in this circuit, multiplied by 0.01 the resistance of this element. Then we can find out the voltage drop in this element. Subtracting this voltage drop from this voltage total voltage, then we can get output voltage or load voltage, that which is equals to 4.999 volt, and hence if from 10 ohm to 50 ohm the load resistance varies, whereas the voltage across the load is change in voltage and load is marginal. Whereas now we consider the load is 100 ohm, then in that case this is, in that case we can subtract this voltage drop from the total voltage. The resultant voltage will be 4.9995 volt. and hence we can say this change in voltage from this magnitude Vs to Vl is very small, even when the load resistance from changes from 10 ohm to 100 ohm, then it is 10 times. Then we can say this source is not ideal but practically constant. Now this and hence it is known as practical or constant voltage source, since it is a voltage source. Now we can consider the current source. In case of current source, we know the internal resistance is represented in parallel with the source. This is the source supply a current of Is. The load current is IL. Now in this case, the internal resistance may be as high as possible but not infinity ideally. Now in this case, let me consider the current supplied by the source is 5 ampere, whereas the load resistance, internal resistance of this source is, let it is 10 kilo ohm, is considered very high, and load resistance again varies from 10 ohm to 100 ohm. In this case, we can find out what is the current flowing in this path. Then current can in this path can be easily calculated by using a current division rule. As we know, the total current is Is. There are two branches, and in the current in this path will be total current into the resistance of opposite branch divided by sum of resistance. The total current is 5 ampere, and the resistance of this path is 10 kilo ohm, and hence 10 into 10 to power 3 resistance. Then divided by sum of resistance, we can calculate load current IL. IL is when load is 10 ohm, the IL is 4.995 ampere when the source current was 5. Similarly, when the load resistance changes from 10 ohm to 50 ohm, the load current will be 4.975 ampere, and when load resistance changes from 10 to 100 ohm, then the load current will be 4.950 ampere. And hence we can say, with the change in load from 10 to 100 ohms, that means 10 times, the change in the current in the load in these three scenario is marginal, and hence we can say this type of source is an practical source or constant current source. Now the representation of dependent source. In case of sources, as we know, the source can be of voltage dependent or current dependent of any other branch of the network. The source whose magnitude depends upon current and voltage in other branch of the circuit is known as dependent source, and they are also known as controlled source. Now in this is the voltage dependent voltage source. Here the this is voltage source represented as plus and minus, and since its magnitude depends upon some other branch voltage, then it is voltage dependent voltage source. Here alpha represents the magnitude of that quantity. Alpha may be a 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and V may be the branch voltage of any other branch. Similarly, voltage dependent current source. In case of current source, the magnitude depends upon the voltage of any other branch, where alpha is the fraction of that voltage. And the current dependent voltage source, in case of the source is voltage source, then it is represent diamond plus minus, then it since its magnitude depends upon some other value, and hence another variable is taken, that is beta. And in case of current dependent current source, this is the representation of dependent source, arrow with in diamond. Then it, since its magnitude depends upon current of other branch, and the magnitude may be as a fraction, and that fraction is taken as beta. In case of voltage dependency, the fraction is taken as alpha. It depends since the voltage is V. In case of current dependency, the fraction is taken as beta.